Okay, let's get more on Air Canada reaching that tentative deal with its pilots. We did see the stock rallying modestly. Bloomberg's Stephanie Hughes has more.
Yeah, that's right, Andy. So those shares of Air Canada reached as much as 7.8% today. That was the biggest intraday gain since May 2023. So it's been over a year since we've seen that kind of stock price reaction out of Air Canada. And some of the gains were paired later on in the trading day. And like you mentioned before the break, that was because the Quebec-based airline reached a last-minute tentative agreement with the pilots there to avert a strike that would have impacted over 1,000 flights operating globally on a daily basis. Now, part of the 4-year contract that the airline proposed includes a 42% compensation increase, which is expected to cost the company around $1.9 billion. It should be noted that Air Canada and the union aren't quite out of the woods just yet. The union still has to ratify the agreement, and that's really key to how this kind of proceeds going forward. So a few analysts had some good perspectives here. One was a national bank analyst, a financial analyst, saying that given the recent history of unions rejecting tentative agreements in the airline space, his team's going to temper their expectations or their enthusiasm until they see the actual vote take place. Another interesting perspective came from a Jefferies analyst who said that based on the initial feedback she's seeing from social media, it seems like people are skewing towards expecting that the union will reject the tentative agreement just based on the fact that the compensation still comes at a 10% discount compared to what pilots are making in the U.S. And that's been a big part of this union locking the horns with Air Canada there. But it seems like it's a welcome first step in the right direction there, Andy.
Yeah, it's interesting. It also has to be approved by the Air Canada Board of Directors, but I presume that's a formality. If the company made this offer to the pilots, yep, interesting. And of course, the company's saying right now Air Canada and Air Canada Rouge continue to operate as normal. Stephanie, thank you very much indeed. Stephanie Hughes of Bloomberg.